Trying to keep the car clean.
Delta time ahead over 5 laps.
I felt like when I was racing up there and for position with that other dude, I was just pushing the car way too hard. All right, it's qualifying time. We are we're running the it's a GT Sprint series. But it's 40-minute races. I don't remember the exact name of the series, but I think it said like something about like GT Sprint. But it's a 40-minute race, so we're just qualifying for that now. We're gonna see what we can do in the race. Ooh, cold tires. Cold tires. Gotta slow down a little earlier on cold tires. I don't have as much grip as I did late in that like 4 or 5 lap run that I ran in practice. We're just doing our warm-up lap right now. All right, here we go.
Green light.
Going down into turn 1 for the first time. Timed lap in qualifying. I screwed that up.
Thompson now leads.
I slid the tires a little bit in the S's. I was a little too erratic with my movements on the wheel. I could have pushed a little harder coming out of the corner. I was in second earlier. I want to see which one's better here. I mean, it didn't feel awful. White flag. Here we go. I missed the apex there.
0.9 laps still.
Oh, the car got loose. I was on the curb just a little bit, like, awkwardly there.
You're down to P10. Fabio is now at the front.
I should have just stayed in fourth there. Fuck!
One off track.
Well, this lap isn't going to count.
Down to position 11 currently.
Yep, I messed up that lap. It's not going to count since I got that one incident point there. I was pushing it. I was trying.
That's P12 currently. Back to position 15. P14.
Just so remember, y'all. No regrets if you gave your all. If you gave it your all, and I mean that's what you had. No regrets then. We're just gonna go ahead into the pits now.
No changes in pit stop.
Might as well, because that lap's not gonna count. Because we got that 1x there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, checker 1. 10 seconds left now. 10 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Gridding done.
We're on the grid, ready to go.
Pace car about to move.
Make sure everything's feels nice and comfortable.
Pace car rolling.
We're gonna be in the car for 40 minutes when the race starts. 40 minutes once the race starts. Slowly pull off the grid here. I don't really got to get on the gas and like try to catch up super quick, because we're gonna catch up. Like, trust me, we are going to catch up. They're gonna slow down going to the bus stop, and we're gonna have to like all check up. So just keep it nice and spaced right now. Stay nice and safe. Pace laps on road courses are always kind of odd. Just because, you know, with certain corners being tighter than others, sometimes people sometimes people have to go through certain corners single file. We'll see if we can make it through the bus stop double file, or if we have to kind of convert to single file. Just depends on who's around us. Because if we can keep it tight to the left on the curb, we should be fine. Should give plenty of space to the guys beside us here. Get up on the curb there, be right tight to the edge, get up on the curb there, come out wide. Gives the car to our inside, gives the car to our like right side there, plenty of room. Yes. The pace car is not collidable.
I didn't know that.
Kind of has to be, considering on some of the short ovals, the pace truck will just drive right through the field and then slam his brakes on afterwards. That would ruin a lot of people's races.
I've never actually done any oval races though.
Yeah, on the ovals, the pace car will just literally drive right through everybody.
Huh.
Your drift style too.
Alright, y'all. Good luck. Let's have a lot of fun here. I already know that I'm pretty slow, so we're just gonna try to fall in line, fall into, you know, like a nice smooth groove, and just try to be nice and smooth and have some rhythm throughout the race, minimize our incident points, and try to finish the race with a clean car. And at the end, you know, towards the end of the 40 minutes, like in the last 5 minutes or so, if we're in a battle, drive our asses off for it. Well, let's get through the first 3/4 of the race clean.
Pace car entered the pit.
Here we go.
Green flag.
the turn, could you?
So far, so good.
Left side forward, still there. It's clear. We're position 9.
Car spun right there. Feels like this guy in front of me is slowing down more than I'm ready for. I feel like it's gonna be dangerous for me behind this car. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe he's just saving his tires and letting his tires warm up. I might be driving the car too hard. You never know.
Fuel used on last lap, 0.8 gallons.
I don't see anything in the mirror, so it looks like we're probably good. He's pushing way wide on the entry of some of these corners. Unless that's the actual line.
We're in P7 currently. Hunter takes P1. Improving. New fastest. 1 minute 48.56.
The car feels great. Whoa, other than when it gets loose like that. It might just be that I'm fucking running the corners wrong. Oh, he almost clocked that wall there. I lifted because I didn't know if I could handle that the exit of that corner there. And he almost clocked that wall.
You have around 20.9 laps left.
I'm glad I lifted because I would have
20 laps to go.
freaking followed him. But just my luck, I probably would have been the one to clock the wall.
Last sector green.
Shit, I fucking forgot what I was doing there.
Going left side forward. On left door. Clear. Left rear. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. We're clear.
I love this car so much. This is a ton of fun.
Optimal last sector. Car in front previous lap time 1 minute 49.9. Track temperature is down by 4.5 degrees in the last 13 minutes. Right behind.
I saw him dive.
Going right. Still there.
Saw that other corner of my eye, him dive into that corner. I locked up the brakes there.
Now. Right rear. Still there. Still there. We're clear.
Thought he was gonna make his move a lot sooner than that.
Back to P9 now. Sector was fastest. Last sector was a new best. Left forward, still there, still there. You're clear. We're moving down in position 10 now. Fuel window open.
I know I lost a few spots there, but I'm just trying to keep the car clean.
Delta time ahead over 5 laps.
I felt like when I was racing up there and for position with that other dude, I was just pushing the car way too hard. That was not good. That was not good. That was not good. That was not good. That was not good.
Auto fuel engaged. Filling 6.2. Down in P14 currently. Moving down in P15 now. We have 2 on track. You must pit for repairs.
I was backing up so I could get off the track surface there a little bit. I didn't want to be like right there when they come up the hill. I was just talking about I was pushing the car too hard too. Fuck. Alright, well they're probably gonna fill it with fuel. So I'll make it to the end. Might as well get new tires since I just scrubbed the fuck out of them. Man. Alright, looks like we're towing for the next couple minutes. So how's it going, y'all? I mean, it's technically basically morning for me, even though it's afternoon here. Since we wake up at like 11, because of T-Dub's late shifts that she works. Lunch usually isn't until like 4 or 5. Damn, I'm so pissed off at myself. I was running up there in like I think 8th or 9th, it said, and now I'm 12th, still towing. Probably gonna be a good amount of repair time too. It's not even telling us the repair time yet. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I fucked that one up. By the way, this is a good time to note that iRacing does a hell of a job. Like, kudos to iRacing for like all of this. If you look inside these cars, all of this stuff is like fully modeled, and dude, look, the view of the rear view mirror is moving with like my head. So like, you know, if you look at a mirror at different angles, you can kind of see different angles. Like, look at that shit. I love being able to do that kind of stuff. You can look out the side mirror over there. Got our rear view mirror up here. I think I need to maybe like angle that one a little bit. So I'm driving here and I look up at that. It looks like I'm seeing a lot of the inside of the car. I wonder if you can angle that so you can better for your like height, so you can kind of see more out the rear windshield. I love that everything is actually obstructed too. Like I don't
required parts. Optional
fuck,
repairing
13
starts.
minutes.
2
All right, we're gonna be in
minutes,
here
5
for
seconds left.
man. I think our
13
total
minutes
time in
left.
here is gonna be like a good third of the race or so. All right, we're gonna lose a good bit of time here. So 13 minutes. We're gonna be able to chill for 13 minutes. The car shut off, so we're not overheating it and shit. But yeah, I love all of this stuff because iRacing does such a great job. iRacing works with real racing teams and real racing organizations as far as like, you know, series and teams and everything else, and they basically bring laser scanning equipment to every single track and also to wherever they're going to be scanning cars, whether it's, you know, the way they, you know, it's not a secret anymore at this point. Everybody knows they scanned the Ford, the new Ford, that's in IMSA GT3, the new Ford Mustang. Everybody knows it. it was even put on like social media and spread everywhere, pictures of like a schedule for one of the race teams where they literally had like an entire block of their schedule that was dedicated solely to iRacing. And it even said for like pictures and you know, information gathering. Dude, everybody knows. Everybody knows. If a team has a schedule where an entire blocks like that of their schedule is dedicated solely to iRacing for information gathering, it's because they're scanning the car. Like that's pretty freaking obvious. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Ford Mustang at some point this year. The new one, the new GT3, that's running IMSA. I really like the Porsche. Porsche 911 is my favorite sports car. I love being able to sit in one of these in iRacing. It's like a dream come true for me. Because I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to ever sit in one of these IRL, but man, I fucking love these cars. The Porsche 911 is by far my favorite GT3 or my favorite sports car overall. It's definitely my favorite in the GT3 class. I love being able to run it in iRacing. In iRacing, I also love the Ferrari, but IRL, my favorite sports car is the Porsche 911. So just the ability to drive one of these in iRacing is like a dream come true. And back to what I was saying, I love what iRacing does with the laser scanning, because like if you look down there, you can see all the electronics and all the wires and stuff like that coming off everything. All of that stuff is just absolutely amazing to me. I love the fact that they come in here with like their laser scanners and they laser scan every bit of the car. And their laser scanning equipment, they've stated that their laser scanning equipment is right down to, you know, millimeter accuracy. So when you're looking around inside, these cars and you see everything, you're seeing everything down to like 1 millimeter accuracy. That's why all of those wires and everything are actually fully modeled. That's why right up here above my head, if y'all can see the foam padding, you can see a zip tie right there on the foam padding. You can see zip ties over there on the foam padding. If you look real close, you can sometimes see welds in the metal. You can see the rivets up there. I love all that. The fact that, because I'm such a detail-oriented person. So I love every fine detail. If I can actually see the welds and see every rivet, every wire, every connection, I absolutely love it. It's amazing to have all this. And as much as, yeah, to anybody out there that's interested in iRacing, I'm not even gonna be sugarcoating it at all. iRacing's expensive. We can watch part of the race while I'm talking here. iRacing is expensive. My FOV settings are causing some cars to blink in and out that are far away from me to try to keep the frame rates down. If you're wondering what all that is, that's why. Occasionally it might be somebody else lagging, but most likely it's my FOV settings and shit like that. Only showing a certain amount of cars on track at one time. But yeah, what I was saying, iRacing is so detail-oriented, man. And I absolutely love it. But the price, there is a subscription, there is a monthly subscription. I don't remember exactly what the monthly subscription is. I don't remember if it's 12. I know at one point, I think a while ago it used to be like $12. I'm not sure if it's 12, 13 or what anymore. I'm not even sure if they bumped it up to 15 or whatever. But I mean, if you think of it that way, it's a subscription similar to like World of Warcraft. You pay the subscription, it's, you know, it's less than going out to eat once a month. But for the price of a little bit less than going out to eat once a month, you have access to this. And there's a whole host of free content. Well, I shouldn't say free content, but content that comes with your subscription. And then just like a lot of other subscription games, let's go back to the World of Warcraft comparison here, even though it's fucking vastly different. But as far as games go. But games like World of Warcraft that charge a subscription fee, or even Final Fantasy, there's a subscription fee. But then there's expansions. Like there's extra expansions that you know, make the game larger, make it so you have more content, that kind of thing. And with iRacing, it has, you know, you can buy cars and tracks, and usually those will run, you know, those can run anywhere from like, you know, $11 or $12 up to, you know, $15 or whatever, and then $15, $16 or something like that, and then so it might seem like a large price having to pay a subscription and then also having to pay for a lot of content, but definitely a hell of a lot cheaper than running a race car in real life. I know obviously comparing it to these cars, you're comparing like, you know, fucking $1 million sports cars, and that's kind of a little extreme, but even in the case of like the street stocks and the Legends cars and stuff like that, those come with the on the oval side, those come with the price of your subscription, which, I mean, even on an entry level, going to your local track on an entry level and running like the lowest class they have, like a Legends car or a street stock or something like that, it's gonna cost more than $15 to get in the fucking pits for one night. You know, you think about the cost to go to your local racetrack for an entire month, and I mean, you could probably pay for your subscription to iRacing and also buy like fucking, you know, at least like 5 or more fucking tracks or cars or whatever. Like, if you're talking just like pit entry fees and possibly car registration fees and shit like that, depending on what kind of track you run at. If you run at a NASCAR track, I'm not even sure if it's like this anymore, but I remember in the 90s, you used to have to pay for your, at the beginning of the year, you had to pay a few $100s for your NASCAR license, and then you had to, it was still like fucking $30, $40 to get into the pit area, per person. And then there was also a fee to actually register the car each night. And then I remember when I was talking to Dad about about tires for the late model, and that was in the early 2000s, and he was saying it was about $110, $120 per tire for the late model that he was working on. It's like that, dude. That shit's expensive. Like racing gets so goddamn expensive. I remember at one point in time I think we had about a 10 or a 12 gallon fuel cell in the car. And that ended up there was like 1 week we got fuel at the track because we didn't go and fuel up on our way to the track. So instead of going to like a local gas station, fueling up with cheaper fuel, we had to use the higher octane stuff that they sell at the track. And dude, the price of the fucking race fuel at the track, holy shit. Because I don't remember if the fuel cell was half or quarter full already, but I know it definitely wasn't empty, but it still costs like $50 just to put like maybe half or 3/4 of the fuel cell, which was only like 10 or 12 gallons. And hey, Mrs. White, thank you so much for dropping by. We're just chatting because we are waiting for the car to get fixed. Because I pulled a dumb move. I pulled a dumb move going up through these S's right here and spun the car into the wall. Nice. Well, welcome. This is my first time on my my early schedule on Tuesdays. I'll be live streaming up until lunchtime, which will be about probably around 4 or 5 p.m. something like that, maybe 4:30. I don't remember right off the top of my head.
What are you doing?
But
3 minutes repairs left.
we'll find out. But yeah, I really messed up. I messed up and just bent the car right into the wall, going up to the S's. Just wasn't careful with it. Nice, nice. Awesome. Yeah, so like I was saying, that's awesome, Mrs. White. What I was talking about when you came in was I was talking about, it is so fucking expensive. Like, I mean, I thought it was expensive back in like the 90s and the 2000s when I was growing up. Whenever Dad told me you know, when Dad was trying, as I was growing up, when Dad was trying to teach me, you know, the value of the dollar and shit like that, and he was showing me, you know, he would take me to work, show me how long he had to fucking work and how hard he had to work.
2 minutes repairs
And
left.
then just to get the money that he was using to sponsor and work on, you know, one of his buddy's race cars. And it was like, when he told me it was like $110 or $120 per tire for the fucking late model, like my mind is blown. But yeah, I love racing. I love racing, and
1 minute 30 repairs left.
I love the fact that like these cars, these are like $1 million sports cars, and we have the ability to pay like $15 or whatever the price of the subscription is, and then buy these cars and these tracks for like $12-15. But then we still have to pay the subscription. Or if you get your subscription on, because you can pay for like a year subscription ahead of time. But if you buy like a year or two subscription during the Black Friday sale, you can sometimes get like fucking 50 or 25% off or some shit, or 20% off or something like that. I remember back in the day, way back, iRacing at one point in time used to do like 50% off. And so you can end up getting like a 2-year subscription for like $100 or some shit like that, and it was amazing. Yeah, just like World of Warcraft and a lot of other games that have subscriptions. Final Fantasy, there's a monthly subscription for this, and then there's a lot of content that comes with the subscription that you can run without having to buy anything extra. So you can just pay your subscription and run like street stocks and stuff like that. But and some of the other lower divisions in a lot of the license classes. But the
5 seconds repairs left.
we should probably stay for the optional.
Repairs
Like,
done.
we've already lost so much time, we should probably just stay for the optional.
2 minutes optional left.
But yeah, I freaking love iRacing. The equipment is kind of a barrier to entry as well into sim racing. But nowadays, with a lot of the Logitech stuff costing like $200 or $300 or whatever, not even counting their direct drive, because I see a lot of times that like it looks like a lot of the Logitech wheels are like, the wheel and pedal sets are like, you
1
know,
minute 30
$200-300
seconds
bucks.
optional left.
And I know the Moza like base entry stuff at like the 5 Newton meter wheelbase, the R5, that bundle for the R5 and its pedals is like, I think $550 or something like that, which that might seem like a lot more, but you can't beat the fidelity of these direct drive wheelbases.
60 seconds optional left.
I've run Logitechs, I've run Thrustmasters, I ran that Logitech Momo years and years and years ago. I've run Mad Catz wheels, and I love every single one of the organizations that's made these wheel and pedal sets that I use. But today's day and age, it's all, and even Logitech has moved over to making direct drives, but theirs are like $1,000. But
30 seconds optional left.
I know Fanatec has a entry model that competes with the Moza R5 bundle, but for like $500-600 being able to get,
15 seconds
you know, a
optional
base. I'm using the R9. This wheelbase is the R9 right here.
10
The reason why
seconds
direct
optional
drive is so important is because this
5
this
seconds
black box
optional
up here
left.
that my wheel is connected to is the actual electric motor.
Optional repairs done.
And they use like
You're
small.
down to P27 now.
They use small motors that are made for powering like conveyor belts in factories and stuff. That's what most of these motors are.
Up to P26.
And they basically develop chipsets and firmware that allows them to use it to control force feedback for the racing sim. And then you basically just fucking attach a wheel to it directly to the shaft coming out of the
Cassim now leads.
the motor. And there you go. Gotta remember we're on cold tires, so we gotta be easy with the tires the first lap or two. Not like that. That's the opposite of what we need to do. We're just out here running now just to turn laps and finish the race. Our main goal of not being in any incidents and not roughing up the car and being able to finish, you know, being able to finish with a clean car, that's out the window at this point now. So now our main goal is just don't do any more damage and bring the car home as clean as possible. But I love driving these sports cars, and I hope your day is going well, Mrs. White. I'm in good spirits, even though I spent most of this race so far sitting in the pits. I'm just having fun. Like, something about getting in the Porsche, even if I do awful, and this is like one big thing for road course racing for me, is I don't really truly know if I will ever be in a position. I mean, probably not. I obviously wouldn't be to drive because of the epilepsy, but I don't know if I'd ever be in a position to even get a ride along in a car like this. Not even necessarily like this, just even like the stock model. Like, because this is the Porsche 911. The Porsche 911 is by far my #1 most favorite fucking sports car. Like, out of all the sports cars out there in the world, the Porsche 911 is by far my favorite. I love this car. I slowed down way too early for that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
9 laps left.
But I mean, at the same time, I should probably treat the like tour modified and stuff like that on the oval side the same way. But for some reason, I'm so much more competitive in those And in this, I'm usually not competitive at all. So, like, my main goal in this just ends up not being don't wreck the car, or, and just chill and, learn how to do road course stuff. Because I'm honestly fucking terrible at road courses, and I'm trying to learn. But something about this car right here, like a sports car like the Porsche 911 in iRacing, I can just drive this car and have fun just driving the car. Like, I love the way this and the Ferrari. The Ferrari's a lot of fun too. The Ferrari 296 GT3 car.
Last sector green.
I really thought that was going to be an off-track incident point right there. So we've had kind of a difficult race, spent a lot of time in the pits, but I'm still in high spirits and having a lot of fun. And I love this car. So we're just cruising right now, doing as many laps as we can before the end of the race. Gotta be careful on those curbs. If it was raining, there's no fucking way I would be doing this. Like, well, not the race. I would love to run in the rain. But, like, as far as
Optimal sector.
getting on the curbs like that, especially the way I was on the curbs in the bus stop, in that bus stop chicane, like, you cannot do that in the rain. If you get on, like, the curbs that are, like, or if you even get on the asphalt where, like, there's a lot of paint or something like that, the painted parts of the track, like, any spot where there's curbing or paint on the surface of the track, it gets so slick and so slippery in the rain. You gotta watch out, because if your tires touch it, like, even with the traction control, you're probably gonna spin your tires. It's overcast right now. Let me see. We got somebody 6 seconds back, so we're good. We can check the weather forecast real fast. I didn't even look at that earlier.
Well done. Up to P25.
It doesn't say.
Previous was a 1 minute
All right.
48.96.
I didn't see the cloud cover. A lot of it is kind of hard to check in the race. Weather report.
Overcast. 65.1 Fahrenheit in air and 69.0 Fahrenheit on track.
Should have just done that. Although I'm not sure if Digital Race Engineer is updated to talk about, like, the precipitation chance and everything else like that. I'm not sure if the AI does that yet. I'll have to find out. If it doesn't, I guarantee they're probably working on it. That's another really cool thing about sim racing, y'all, is, like, there's people that develop all sorts of really cool add-ons, including the Digital Race Engineer add-on that I'm using right now. It allows me to basically have a crew chief and a spotter that I can talk to, because the AI actually recognizes, like, when I push my radio button and talk to it, it actually recognizes that I'm speaking to it, and I can ask it questions and shit like that, and it's really, really awesome.
Good race, Dor, good race.
Bring the car home with no incidents. So then I drive through the bus stop like a fucking madman. There's nobody behind me. Oh, 7 seconds back. I think he already finished though. I blew that corner. Oh, fuck it. Get on the gas. Let's go.
That's P25. We closed in on the lead. Great job. Tattoo.
Alright. Yeah, and the timer started, so incident points don't count anymore. Alright. We're gonna have to go and look at what the next race is that we're gonna record. So while I'm working my way back to pit road, for all of y'all that are watching this VOD later on YouTube, this VOD that I had recorded, and I'm gonna do the editing to it later on this afternoon, and we're gonna go and try to find another race to record right after this. So I'm talking to y'all now while I'm doing my cooldown lap, just to let you know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to iRacing for giving me the ability to do something that I otherwise would never have the ability to do IRL. I absolutely love being able to jump in here, being able to put this headset on almost like a helmet, strap myself in, and, you know, be ready to go. Feel like it puts me right in here in this environment where everything is laser scanned with 1 millimeter accuracy. iRacing does a fantastic job. I love other racing simulators as well, just haven't really played much of them recently after coming back from that 4-year break last year. I've really been dedicating my time to iRacing, but I've been a huge sim racing fan for a long time, and but thank you iRacing for pushing the limits of what's possible and bringing us the most realistic product possible in the market today. Thank you to Twitch and YouTube and Discord. You know, these community these platforms that allow us to form communities, have a lot of fun with our friends. I love all of this. It's so much fun, and I just love doing this. I love racing. I've always loved racing, and I love being able to do this. So thank you to Texas Speed Sim Racing. Thank you to all my followers, all my viewers, all my subscribers, everybody that's here, everybody that's helped me, everybody that's you know, pushes me to do better. And everybody that's, you know, here, if you can hear the sound of my voice right now, thank you so much for your support. I fucking love you, and I hope to see you next time.